Where else would you rather be? Right here.
Oh, but backstage.
Oh, we just rolled our brand new intro video for Pitch Practice, the show. No, you're in here, Brandon. You are here.
Can you see me? Because
I see you. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
frozen. Golly, the way to start off 2025. Can you get the fact? I am completely frozen. If I'm moving around, great, but I am.
I am Mark. I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101, helping you grow and monetize your brand using sales funnels. And if you can, go ahead and introduce yourself, Brandon.
Brandon here with VKXX Enterprises, helping you get those funnels online and building that digital foundation, making sure that plumbing's hooked up so you can get more leads and more sales without spending a ton of money on ads.
Yes, yes. And we've got a special guest with us today. Don't be hiding behind that camera. Renee with us.
Hi,
I'm
my name. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna be making sure we're going live on all my channels while you get yourself introduced.
Okay, my name is Renee Jackson, and I'm the owner of Ambitious Endeavors, and we help aspiring entrepreneurs and startups learn how to build the systems that will sustain them through their business journey.
That's awesome.
Which are fun, obviously.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Welcome to our first episode of 2025. And has anyone made any New Year's resolutions today? That's what I want to know before we start. Before we start getting to all the juicy things that we're going to talk about today. And just to give a little bit of overview of what today's episode is really going to be about, because we want you to stick around all the way until the end. And what we've got is we're going to talk with a little bit about the Connect event that we had a couple of weeks ago, right before Christmas time, where we all met in sunny Hollywood, California, and we were invited as VIP members. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but then we're going to get to Renee, and we're going to talk about her journey and how her biggest takeaways from the event as well. And also we're going to talk about her journey and ClickFunnels and the whole nine, everything. But give us a comment down, hashtag where you're watching from in the comments. Give us some love, show us some love. And also, if you didn't catch it, we rolled our brand new intro video, so you can rewind that and give us your feedback and tell us what you think. But I may play it at least one more time just to let you get familiar with it. And tell me what you all thought about it too.
I mean,
It was a little long.
no, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Wasn't it?
You need about to what? How long was it? 20 seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30-second intro isn't bad. Kind of gets everybody set up on the back end, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm having problems. I'm having problems getting it to go live on Facebook. So I'm still here with you, but I'm just listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, while Mark is taking care of that, as far as New Year's resolutions go, I don't make New Year's resolutions because I don't believe in them. I think you should be doing the good things all the time, every day, whether it's the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, right? And the only reason that you force yourself into these resolutions is because you screwed up the other 364 days of the year. So if you're not constantly screwing up, you shouldn't have to do any type of resolutions and changing bad habits and things like that. I mean, you should just have the habits. One of the things that I did jump into, I would say a couple months ago, was Atomic Habits. Got listening to that and James Clear, and I'd say it was a pretty good book. And that'll be one thing that I will be focusing on is improving myself through that. But I wouldn't call it a resolution because, again, it's something you should be doing anyway.
Okay. What about you, Renee?
I'm actually the same way, but it's more of like, it's more of, I don't consider a certain day a day that I would start. If I felt I needed to make a goal, I start then. Not like I'm going to wait so I've never done like New Year's resolutions, But what I did do is like plan out my 12-month kind of overall strategy, my first quarter. So I planned that out kind of overview so I can get a direction. But um, like, my was just for 2025 to just help 250 people to get through the One Funnel Away challenge. So, and be successful with launching the first funnel.
It's a pretty ambitious goal.
Where I want to align myself because I'm in an entrepreneur workshop class with ASU, and I got the target audience. I'm like, these are people that need it. So like, why not?
Oh, nice. In a business class, that's a perfect project.
Entrepreneur workshop. It's called the Startup School. It's a 6-month program. So I'm with them for 6 months, and I just figured they need it. Well, why not get them? So I made a little bridge page. I'm ready.
Nice. I love how I love how you in there in that editor working and building out these websites and funnels. That's essential for any business. And that's awesome. Any traditions that you have for New Year's or anything like that? So yeah, for me, you know what? Someone asked me if I had a New Year's resolution or if I'm the type of person that makes New Year's resolutions. And I said, if I want to make one, I'll make it,
Right.
but if I don't, I won't. So it's not like I have to, but sometimes if I'm feeling like it, I'll say, you know what? I'm going to make a New Year's resolution.
Right.
So same thing. It's more about just basically just taking a look at where I am at the beginning of the year, taking a snapshot, and then looking out over my year goals and saying to myself, okay, maybe I could, bump my goals up because text is easier than text.
Yeah.
And just throughout the year. So it's more like a time of reflection and recentering and reinvigorating. Take advantage of the energy that's around right now to kind of give you an extra boost. As far as traditions, I always like to start the year off with a steak dinner.
Oh wow, that's just what we had. Last night? Longhorn Steakhouse has the outlaw things. Oh my goodness, so good. Just the other day.
Nice.
I did have a New Year's Eve steak as well. It's not a tradition, but we saw Harlem Globetrotters last night, which was a pretty good show. And Texas Roadhouse right across the street, so we went there for dinner. And it's probably the first steak I've had in a while, but it was pretty good.
It had been a while for us since we've been to a steakhouse. So for us, for whatever reason, we just like, let's go get some steak.
Wow, we all have that in common.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. So it's awesome. Yeah. So if you're out there watching, let us know in the comments. Do you have a tradition that you follow on New Year's Eve? And what about this year, 2025? Are you setting goals? Are you doing New Year's resolutions, or are you setting goals or just keeping that momentum going? We want to hear from you and your feedback. But it was interesting because it was just a couple of weeks ago that we were out there in Hollywood, sitting in the room with a bunch of ClickFunnels VIPs. It hasn't been a month. It hasn't been a month yet, but it just coincides right with the end of the year where you could have had a chance to, make a decision to go a different direction. And that's what you have a story about that, right, Renee?
Man, that is exactly what happened. So it was amazing, number one, to be even invited to that. So to be in that room and then for them to let us know what their mission for 2025 was. So I left the event thinking about that because obviously I want to help my audience just as much as Russell wants to help everybody else. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this one funnel away because my audience probably needs that more than anything. They can't even pay for agency services if they don't even, they don't even know how to generate leads and sales and stuff. So being in that entrepreneur school, it kept hitting me. I'm in the room for 6 months with all the people from ASU that are in the entrepreneur school, and they don't know nothing about funnels. When the presentation about sales funnels came up was only because I was in there with a business that did that. We had to talk about our business. They made me talk about the funnels for the, they don't have any curriculum. I'm like, how do you guys, this is a university. So that gap right there, I was like, damn. And they all need the one funnel away challenge because I can't really do as much. I can't teach them as good as Russell can, is pretty much what.
Exactly.
So in order for them to move forward, they need to know that. I feel that strongly. And I'm in the room with people who are like my peers and offering them, hey man, you got to do this only because you're going to need this anyway. And that's kind of like, I'm like, oh man, look what I just dropped in going on here. So I made the bridge page. I'm ready to go to class. I'm on the 15th. ready for every class. I'm going to have a deliberate intent to have them go to my social media audit funnel just to get some contact information. And it's just a report that I'll give them about their presence, their current presence as a lead magnet in class. So I'm not just, trying to sell, but at least I'm giving them something and it leads to, the process. You're in now.
What's interesting to me about what you said was that they don't have any curriculum in an entrepreneur class about
at ASU, Arizona State University, and the state and the city of Phoenix is paying for this entrepreneurs funding it. And it's like, dude, they have nothing. And it just kept hitting me. I'm like, what? What's going on here? And they put me up there and I'm just like the second week in class. They was like, could you like get up there? I was like, sure. I was like, what is going on? And then I went to the ClickFunnels Connect and then it just kind of all meshed over the last couple of weeks. And I was like, what is going on? Okay, yes, I'm going for it.
Nice. What did you highlight in there? And I agree with you too, because the truth is that Russell has all the trainings. Russell has done all the trainings and he's put it in a very logical sequence. I think we all are veterans of the One Funnel Away Challenge. Right?
I love that. It changed my life. It changed my life. So I love the one. If people only knew that, yeah, it's not going to always be easy, but if you stick with the plan, I would have never thought like 5 years from sleeping in the backseat of that car that this would have happened this quickly. I've always been someone that was going to put something together, make money, build a business, whatever, but never in this manner. All of this was new to me and I was desperate and I just said, well, this is all I got. So let me go for it. And to think that today, because I made that choice, that once you make it, that's what you're going to do. And you're just going to keep going until you make it happen. If it's not working, then it's something you're doing and figure it out and fix it and, learn something new kind of thing.
Yes. We can all remember back when our first, what I want to say, exposure to the funnel world.
Yeah.
It was that first One Funnel Away Challenge. It's funny because we both talk about how that challenge has actually evolved. The One Funnel Away Challenge that you sign up for today is the same One Funnel Away Challenge that we went through when we originally started.
At all. The original one was 30 days. And I don't know, I'm kind of torn between, the OG one and how they're currently running the new one. They had some different facilitators with the program back then who have since gone on to build their own businesses, and grow out some amazing companies there. But this one is nice, the fact that it's kind of an evergreen, ever-evolving challenge where you do have the live facilitated coaching 3 days a week, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
For only
because
$100.
look at back then in 2019, you had to pay every time. You didn't just get to have it forever. So every time that I was like, my life would get me back in a position where I can get back into it, I'd have to pay again to get back on track. So it was like a grind against life to try to get myself back and continue with this process. And you had to pay $100 every time you did it, and you only got 30 days of, and I was like determined to make it work. So I was like working it.
You are a inspirational tale and story as well to speak the I think the reasons that it's changed too, I know that he talked about it because there was a second one. I don't know if you remember that one.
There was.
Yeah, I remember the second. I took
That
that.
was the live version that he did when I think he had some different people on there. Like, what's that Facebook ads girl? No, not Facebook ads, but she was social posting. It wasn't Rachel.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Is that?
No, that's a singer's name.
No, there's the social that was on the Funnel Hacking Live. The last one, 9.5.
Yeah. And
That did the funny ad.
Christine Morel.
No, she wasn't on there.
Yeah.
It was Rachel
Peterson.
Oh, not Rachel Peterson. She has a social media course because I knew I was like, it was pretty good stuff about how to get engagement on your page. And he uses her a lot of times. But I think the reason the training has evolved is because marketing has evolved. And marketing has evolved.
Right.
And in the beginning, he just focused on, he had Steve Larson doing motivation, and I think he had Julie Stoyan helping you with the tech. And then I think he had Jim Edwards helping with the copy because you could get his funnel script software. I actually got the funnel script software lifetime deal. I did. That's why I still have funnel scripts. But it is involved because of all of the feedback that they've gotten from the people that have gone through the challenge. They've had hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs, just like everybody out there watching, and Brandon and Renee and myself, hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs out there go through this challenge. And from the feedback, they've been able to improve it over time to what now is like this. Okay, you know what? I do have a screen that I can show that just shows what you actually get with the new One Funnel Away Challenge. You want to share?
And it's streamlined. I like the 10-day concept and then move on to the fill your funnel because just like you said, the market is changing, evolving very quickly and suddenly. And the one being in 10 days seems like the market just for now, 10 days is all they can take to even get on the path.
Yeah, and it doesn't take, like, the concepts don't take that long to really learn. They take a long time to master, obviously, but 10 days, 2 weeks, however you want to break it up, is definitely enough time to understand the concepts and to know what you need to do to put it in place. Will it be pretty? No. But because now that it's an ongoing facilitated program attached to your ClickFunnels account, and you get it for 90 days for paying $100, which is a ridiculous deal, it gives you plenty of time to go through the training multiple times. So 90 days takes you 10 days. You can go through it 9 times. You can go through the courses 9 times over 90 days with no additional worries about having to pay for anything on the back end.
The coaching, man, you get the community. Because a lot of times that community, people don't realize the value of the community. There's so many times where like you go through the chat or wherever, where it's easier and more personable to go just in a group and ask a question that you may be holding you from moving and they answer it. So the community, all of that, there's all kinds of things that make it so that you can make this.
There's a ton of help in there. I'm usually in there once or twice a week answering questions in the chat that the people can't typically get to during the session. I don't go too crazy with it, but I do like to at least put 2 cents in there and correct even the facilitators if they're not quite right. I don't know if they like that or not, but I do it to make sure people get the right information, after I've learned from my own failures.
Real time.
Exactly.
And crazy how we were there at the ClickFunnels Connect event when they made that announcement of kind of making it a private community for ClickFunnels users now. And Renee, you talked about the hidden advantages of being a member of that community, and when you take the One Funnel Away challenge. But one of the biggest hidden, well, I'll tell you a couple of hidden gems that I find in that group. I'm gonna reveal a couple of my secrets here. What you get is a full market research in there, because you're getting the questions that people are asking. And why is that important?
And then you can tailor your offers to solve those problems.
And your messaging too. Your messaging, you could speak to them and they hear you.
And not to mention the people that you're connecting with inside of that community. You are making potential business connections inside that community, because when you help someone, then what happens?
Reciprocity.
You get it back tenfold. Whatever you put out there, you get it back tenfold.
Yes. So you talk about some of those advantages of having that private community in the One Funnel Away community and the private, ClickFunnels community, which they kind of moved away from
over to the own platform.
Yes. Because, as we all found out, they discovered that there were just a lot of trolls in the group. A lot of people inputting AI answers that aren't relevant to the questions that people are asking inside that group. And when people ask questions, they really want answers.
They're looking for answers.
Yeah. And
that's what I do.
And that's one thing, I'm gonna throw a little plug in there for, Renee, Brandon, and myself, because when you are going through that, you're going to have some questions. You're going to have questions. You're going to come to points where you're kind of stuck a little bit.
You got to figure it out. And sometimes going to the group as a community member and asking for help with this situation is like, gold, because they sometimes get back to you a lot quicker.
So what do you do, Brandon, for people that need a little bit of extra help?
Well, I try to answer the question right then and there, if I can. If it's not too technical, if it is too technical, I just, ask them if it's okay if I message them, or even shoot a quick Loom video telling them what they need to do to fix the situation and send it over. I'll get a lot of positive feedback from that for people that I send it over to. And it's a good way to make a connection to possibly connect you with other people down the road.
That's good.
Yes. Renee, do you have anything special you offer to people for assistance?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, because of the pivot, everything since the Connect, I pivoted from agency stuff for now. So the One Funnel Away, because I feel that I'm in a unique position where there's a gap. There's nobody servicing these people that need at least this fundamental knowledge. Golly, you guys, you don't have nothing. So like I'm still kind of like, wow, but that's okay because I'm there. So obviously I'm there for a reason, and that's the way I figure it. So what I found is the most important thing is after the One Funnel Away or while they're taking it, I'm giving them 30 days of free support, but they just got to show me they signed up. Because I feel if I can help them, I remember when I was first taking it, I didn't always do every step. You kind of have to do something because whatever, 30 days is a long time to stay.
Yeah.
And so you didn't do everything, but if you miss something, you don't realize till like a year later, man, if I had just started doing it, I could have really had this right. So you learn these things, and I want to help people to get past that right after they finish, what do I do? I'm going to give them 30 days for free. Weekly, we get on the phone. What didn't you get done? Let's work on that. So that, because I believe that if they get their first funnel launch and they do it, they put in the work, they learn the process. I don't care how ugly it is, that once you learn it, you can never forget it. And once you learn how to do it once, if it means enough to you, you will keep doing it and it will turn into money on you. I know this.
For sure. Sure.
You were saying something, Brandon?
I was saying for sure, it will definitely turn into money. It won't be the first one, but it will be one of them that, you keep trying to find that right offer and tweak whatever, landing pages that you need to put up there. And my thing is just keep it as simple as possible. It is a lot of information coming at you, but even with the help in the community, the biggest thing that I see people kind of stumble with is the tech with it. I don't know how many posts I see is like my emails aren't coming through, or the domain's not making or acting right, and things like that.
SMTP thing was what like people I had a lot of people in my Facebook group ask me, and I was like, yeah, I know how to do that. So I help them with, like with the things that I have privy information to, because I'm an ambassador, and like, here, let me help you do that.
Yeah, I mean, they try to make it as dummy-proof as possible and as easy as possible for non-tech savvy people. But I think because they can't really push and promote, where to actually buy your domain and things like that, even though they did have a partnership with Ionos for a while, I don't know if they still do. If they just led people to the right thing to use, which I feel is Cloudflare, everybody would have the easiest of times to do it right, because even ClickFunnels itself is run on Cloudflare. So, if you buy your domain through there, your DNS is there, it's all set up for you. It's free, which is great. You hook your domain up and it's done. Like, you don't have to think about it. That should solve everybody's tech issues right then and there. If they would just say, hey, sign up for a Cloudflare account. But I know they can't, because they can't show, favoritism or things like that for whatever liability reasons and things like that.
And another reason that I provide that 30-day kind of cushion where I'm giving them, keep in mind, these are people I'm in class with. I have a personal connection and I have a more vested interest. You guys are in an entrepreneurship school and don't get anything about funnels. And I feel like if they do the work on the OFA, that 30-day cushion will help. I'm going to help them with the tech issues. I want to make sure people are supported, because they give up maybe because they don't have that. They don't have that. Not everybody is strong and as determined as I am, and I'm going to make it happen no matter what. When I didn't make a funnel for the third or fourth time and it didn't do anything, I always said it's something I'm not doing. I never said, oh, I can't do this. I need to figure out what I'm not doing and get it right, kind of thing.
Right. I always look at it as, because people will say, do funnels actually work? Do they work? Because I tried it, and the thing is that you're not asking the right questions.
Right.
The question is that, has someone made a successful funnel before? And that answer is yes. And if someone else has done it, then you can do it too.
And they're everywhere. It's not like people are making this up. This is literally happening. When I went to Funnel Hacking Live 9, that was the first time I'd ever been there. I've been wanting to go for 2 years. I think I stayed in awe of just, I can't believe this is amazing. I felt like that there's 5,000 of people that I thought it was just me in Phoenix. There's nobody else. And it's so hard because I don't have nobody to talk to. But when I was there, it changed. Like, I think after that, everything propelled, because I was like, there's really people like us. This is not, just something that I'm believing in my head. This is like some real, there's 5,000 people here, right here.
There's definitely a lot. And it's a show. I mean, it's a great show that they put on, and, we'll spill the beans a little bit. It is another funnel. It's a live event.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing live events in your business, you're missing out on a good chance of, one, initial revenue, and two, additional revenue, moving people along the value ladder there. And, typically live events are saved for those higher ticket purchases that bring a little bit more emotion to the deal, right? So it'll be my fourth one coming up.
This will be my third one
In Vegas. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Actually, technically, it'd be my fifth one if you count 9.5. If you want to count that, I don't really count that. But
if you want to count the 2 comma club on the couch too.
Yeah, I did that 2 or 3 times.
So this is
the sixth.
so this will be my fourth too.
There you go.
Well, you guys have been to them more than I have.
Yep, two in Orlando. And where's the last one?
No, it was in Orlando.
The last one I went to was in Orlando, September.
We had 2 at that one resort, and
Actually, yeah.
it was at a different resort this time. That's what it was. It was still in Orlando, but it was just not the same resort.
Is that
Right.
city?
Yeah, it was at a different resort, and now it's going to be in Las Vegas.
Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. And it's
Yeah.
only like 6-hour drive from here, so I can like across the country.
There you go. And I can tell you, for this being probably my last big live event deal, it's kind of coming full circle with this whole deal. 2019 is about when I got started in this mess as well. I wouldn't call it a mess, but madness, really.
Man, I love this life. Man.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
If they only knew. If they only knew.
And it was a book funnel that got me in to the deal as a free book funnel.
Booking.com secrets?
No, it had nothing to do with Russell at all. I knew nothing about Russell. I was looking for help closing deals and got Cardone's.
I did his programs too.
With the Closer Survival Guide, which led to his 90-day online mastermind, whatever deal that led up into GrowthCon. And GrowthCon was the first live event that I went to like that. And that just kind of what got me hooked. And then it wasn't much later that I was looking. Once I knew the closes, I need the traffic, right? So traffic secrets. And then that led me to one funnel away. And here I am, 4 or 5 years later, still hustling and grinding and selling and trying to set the world on fire. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Light it on fire. And hey, you can tell that it's working.
It is. I'm getting calls and messages trickling in. In fact, due to this show itself, I got a message the other day. Somebody that I worked with in the past asked me to give them a call and see if I can help them with their virtual healthcare program to get that out into the workforce as employee benefits. So we'll see where that goes.
That's a great idea too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many. I don't even know what's funner.
Hey, different lines. Man, they don't even know and that's that's why since I've come back from ClickFunnels, it's like the passion gets even more because like you guys need to know this. At least know, and you could say, no, I'm not. That's on you if you don't want to, but like this is amazing stuff, and I'm like, you can do it. Don't just don't even know nothing about it and say you can't do it, dude. Like this is easy stuff once you just do it. You just have to do it. It wasn't easy when I started from the backseat of my car from a cell phone with I didn't have anything, not even a laptop. I was in the backseat trying to hustle from my phone, I built that from there. I watched those videos from there. So I just kept going. You just got to keep going, man. You just got to keep going if you want it. Because it's right there. You can touch it. You just got to keep grinding until you get there.
Yeah.
And they got a path for you. The path is like, just follow the path. There's really nothing more you got to try to figure out. If you follow the path, it will all fall in place.
Yeah. And as Russell says, what doesn't Russell say, right? One of his quotes is that really stuck with me. He said this, and I know you guys heard it too. If you publish every day
for a year,
publish something, whether it's
every day.
No, I have not.
Some days
I have not, but I have posted more. I have posted more. Yeah.
So I have a clarifying question because what does he consider? Because every single day for at least 3 years, I have not missed a day posting on Facebook. But like with strategy, it's only been like a year. So is that considered, or is he talking about blog posts, long post videos? What, you know what I'm saying? because I've been doing it and it has changed my life, but I probably should do more.
I mean, I think it definitely matters what medium that you're using.
Definitely.
Find what you're comfortable at and do that every single day for a year, whether it be an email, a short form video, 5-10 minutes, social media post, be it a picture post or, again, another video post. You can kind of, combine the two. Yeah, but just do something. Talk about something. Talk about one thing for every day for a year until people are sick of hearing it.
Yeah.
They'll either go away and you'll weed out the people that don't matter. 2, you'll start attracting people that are interested in it, and it will go from there. So I can say I get an email every day by a gentleman by the name of Carl Bryan. He is a coach for coaches, and his deal is focus.com. And it's been a couple years since I've been getting his emails, and I looked at his email today. He's like at 1,165 or something like that. I don't know. It might even be more. But it's literally a daily email, and he has them split to where he probably writes more than one, because for the days that I know I don't read his email, the next one I get for the ones like saying that I missed yesterday. Since you missed yesterday, here's what I talked about, but then here's the thing today. But if I did read it, I get a different one. So he's writing at least 2 emails and sending them out and splitting them for people that read the day before or didn't read the day before.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is very interesting.
65. I haven't posted 365 days, but I have written an email every day for 6 months. I did it for 6 months. And we're talking not, this was before Chat GPT, okay?
Right. Oh, yeah, because that was like the hardest thing, because Chat GPT is a game changer, because back then you had to really and that was work, a long time it took. When you're grinding.
Yeah, we had the formula though. And that's crazy, because we know how to write good copy without the assistant. You know how most people now, if you gave them a blank piece of paper, they wouldn't be able to do it. With that one flung away challenge, what did we learn? That magic formula. Story. Was that awesome?
That's it.
There's those fundamentals like the perfect webinar script and the epiphany bridge and the hero's journey. Because if you just think, you don't have to you have something to start from. And back then, if a blank piece of paper or a blank screen, that you just be there forever, because you didn't have no prompts, no nothing. Like the ideation, to be able to do that quickly versus how we used to have to do it, helps to make the email and the personalization. You can prompt that chat to death to make sure it understands, because you got one chat of everything, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And now your responses are perfectly.
Yeah, so I'm on day 1162, so 3.1 years or whatever. So again, I don't know when he actually started, if he's really starting at day one, or if I just fell into the deal. But yeah, 1162.
Right. Wow.
Years.
Pretty good. I need some skills like that. Or something like that. Because I could do it.
And they're literally Seinfeld emails. He'll add a dad joke in there. He'll give a profit acceleration thing is his deal, and a bunch of PPSs to sign up for his program. And that's it. It's a really simple email, not nothing difficult. I probably should do it more.
Yes. Yeah. So
it's been really effective.
I'm sure it has for him. I mean, I don't know how many coaches he has underneath his deal. I was in his program for a while, but it really wasn't the biggest focus. He has a great software to help. Yeah. So his deal is all based around SaaS, and it's a great program for coaches and consultants to help small businesses out, point them in pretty much doing the same thing that we're trying to do, but it's a SaaS lead magnet, so to speak, as far as putting a plan together for you to help them then execute on, or you push them to somebody that can execute on your behalf, right? So you get paid on the consulting part, or you get paid on the consulting and the execution. So however you wanted to do that. So yeah, but it's pretty cool.
Can I ask you guys some advice about this school
Sure.
that I'm in? Like, okay, the one funnel way, the way I have it set up is they're going to go to in class, I'm going to give them some reason to go to the social media audit or talk to them about this one funnel way challenge. Get them into one of those, only those two funnels. And the 30-day support is to help, because it's going to be like these people don't even know, So I understand that kind of, whoa, wait a minute, what am I jumping into? And, so I want to help ease that by just being there for them, because I believe if all these entrepreneurs, I'm in a room and they don't know this, that if nothing else, if they don't ever mess with a funnel again, just having the fundamental kind of mind shifts that you need with hook, story, offer, they don't have nothing to do with the funnel, just like concepts, direct marketing, all that. Just to have that. They need that and they don't have it. And I think that this is a great position for this one funnel way challenge, and the connect thing helped me to kind of, this is it.
Yeah, it's the skills. It's the skill.
Skill set.
Exactly. It's the skill set and knowing how to communicate. I'll just say an example for myself when I first started online, and I went straight to posting about business. Here, go buy my stuff. Here, got this. And I was always wondering, why isn't nobody biting? Why is nobody, why don't I have hordes of people just,
because I'm posting all the time. But like when you're new, you don't even realize that those people, they're called like whatever you're saying that it's going way. You don't understand that in the beginning, but that's part of the process. If you don't keep going through the process, you'll never get here where you see other people at, because like the process is what makes you better. Every new skill you learn is like more money. Wow. Like it's always, you get paid like literally to learn how to do it. And then when you get better, you get paid more. It's just an amazing concept of reciprocity that I love, because I help people to make money while doing what they love. I do what I love, helping them do it. It's like it all kind of works together.
Yeah. And the one funnel away challenge, you are learning the skills from the best in the game. It would be like having Michael Jordan sit down with you, give you personal lessons shooting or dribbling. It's like you have the best in the world. And that's debatable, but I would make the argument that they are the best in the world.
I would too. Look at the people that are, real people are changing their lives. I can't say anything but my experience. It did for me. And it wasn't always easy, but I knew this was a path and I wasn't getting off of it. Not going to run off with the money.
And if they're not the best in the world, they've made millions of dollars.
And like Russell says, if you've made that kind of money, then you've made millions of dollars of impact, because you're not going to make millions of dollars selling BS.
And here's the secret. If you really look at it, and you've been kind of looking at it for the past, 4 or 5 years, right? What is everybody really selling? Software, SaaS, software as a service. Like we as a country itself is a service-based country at this point. Manufacturing's pretty much out. Everybody is helping each other in some way, shape, or form. Either you're mowing somebody's lawn, delivering somebody's groceries, or driving them to the airport, right? We are a service-based economy at this point in time.
Right.
Exactly. So with the advent of the internet, even YouTube itself is a service, right? It's turned into one. You can leverage other people's software to make money. That's it. Like you're just leveraging other people's software. Like you have to do no coding. You have to do no troubleshooting. You may be at the whim of them a little bit if they keep it up and want to keep it going, right? A little bit. There's always going to be another software out there that's going to help somebody do something that they need done, right? So if you just take that little nugget and realize that you can help somebody by introducing them to a software to solve their problem, You won't have to worry about money again.
Man, you know what? People need to know this. This is the kind of thing that, I'm like, man, if they only knew. And if they only had enough in them to believe that all you got to do is just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And it's not burdensome. You do it at your own pace, but you got to keep going. Even if like life hits you, because life is going to hit you, you got to keep going. You got to go back and buy it again. And I went back 2 or 3 times and repeated buying it, even though I just bought it maybe 3 months before that, because I need to do it again. And I kept going and I kept going. And anybody who wants to build anything of significance has to keep going. This is the path to do that, because it works. It's working for anybody.
And the education side of it is a big, add-on to it. So if you can teach somebody using software, then you're going to make even more money. And it really, when you were talking about the college curriculum deal, not knowing and having an understanding, it did blow my mind as well. And it just goes to show you that, it takes some street smarts to do this stuff and to learn from another person that has done it. Now, I've seen reports and articles saying the 2025 is going to be the death of the guru, just because everybody has access to so much information as it is. But, you're not going to find the blueprint or the playbook sitting in a university classroom. You're gonna
Man,
you're gonna get it.
University, and didn't leave with anything that I was able to do this in less than 5 years. University didn't never teach me nothing practical that I could go out and do this. Nothing I learned from
I had a degree in biochemistry and I ended up testing salt water. So, granted it was my fault, right? But it was still, not something that I was expecting to do, after spending $30,000 plus to then,
exactly that they hound.
Test salt water at a pharmaceutical company. Nothing against that at all. I worked with some great people and I was doing good work to save lives.
But I understand what you're saying. You start the scam starts to be like, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, that was the scam, right? $30,000 to test salt water, and it was like, like I said, it wasn't a bad job. I was entry level, right? What do you expect to be an entry level?
But I understand what you're saying,
and I could have stuck it out and nose to the grindstone and probably eventually worked up to middle management and all that kind of good stuff. But again, the salary, the time clock thing, when you work midnight shift, you only see infomercials and you see those infomercials that say, do you want to punch a time clock? Do you really want to make money? Right? Because you can either exchange time for dollars or you can use your mind to make dollars. And I chose to use the mind. So that's how I got into selling cars, insurance, and marketing eventually.
Yeah.
Mark froze on us. I think his internet cut out or something.
He's got a permanent smile.
Turn your camera off and then turn it back on. It might refresh. That's what happened to me. Oh, still frozen.
Yeah, there he
Check
is.
the comments.
Yeah, you were stuck there with a permanent
Still, actually, I've got to plug my laptop in. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Go grab my plug.
There you go. So while Mark is taking care of his charger, I want to announce that duck season is finally over. Ohio State won 41 to. That is fantastic results there. So we are going to play Texas next week. That's it.
Texas. Yeah, Texas beat ASU. We saw that. I was like, dang. Not like I.
No, it was definitely a good game. I caught the last half of it there. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game and caught the last couple overtimes.
Well, that's funny. That's funny. We went out to where did we get that hamburger at? Yeah, we went out somewhere in Chandler to get a hamburger at a new kind of franchise or Fat Burger. That's
I've heard of that. So what are you looking forward to most in the next couple of weeks here heading over to FHL? Who's the guy that you're looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Russell always is the one that has the most impact over me, because for whatever reason, his message is the most, like, it resonates with me the way he presents it. Everybody else I love. I love Myron Golden. I loved him before I even knew Russell. So Tony Robbins, those right there. Dan Kennedy, I was able to meet with him. Cool dude. He's just a little stiff, but it's okay. I like Dan. They Joe.
He does.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing the day with Dan, but I missed out on the window and they ended up upping the price on it. So I'm thinking I'm going to do it.
You know, that's how they do it.
I thought too long on it, but that's only because I'm flying in that day. They're having it, and I get in at 8:30, which doesn't put me to my hotel probably about 9 or 10 o'clock. So I was like, I'll skip out. I already had my day with Dan a couple of years ago, and I get a newsletter every month, so I don't think I really need that.
Me too. I get it too.
He's so matter of fact, and the words that come out of his mouth are just like you're just hanging on to every word he says, because every word is like nuggets.
Yes. That man got gold. He be dropping bombs. I'm like, what?
I think I'm still coming in a little delayed.
You are a little bit choppy, but that's okay. But I mean, the thing with that offer though is it does give you VIP for this this session. I think it's the first time they're actually selling it that way, and early access to get good seats.
That's where you go in
with Dan.
You go in and you save the seats for us.
Yep. I mean, I could.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll go. Are they having something in Georgia? What was this I seen in Fleeting? To another meetup in Georgia? Did I see something like that?
I have not seen anything, but it wouldn't surprise me because that's where the tech offices are in Atlanta.
I seen it on Facebook. I did see that.
So yeah, I mean, if there is another one in Atlanta, if I got the time to make the trip, I'll definitely go down to take a drive down there to. Yeah, I mean,
how can I serve? I would be looking for how can I serve best.
There are folks down there in Atlanta I'd like to catch up with and see. So it could be.
I've never been to Atlanta either, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, I lived there.
For time because Russell be putting it on you with that information.
I lived in Marietta at a very young age, so I was just in the suburb, which is now pretty much Atlanta now. But yeah, look forward to it.
Cool.
Mark is still having some technical difficulties.
Yes, I am glitchy. I don't know. It's not coming back. I'm plugged in, but you can hear my voice, but my picture is frozen.
Yep.
With the permanent smile.
Let me correct my standard pose.
Okay, yeah. Straighten it up there.
Yeah.
We might just have to roll on without it.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take over. I think we pretty much covered everything that we wanted to hit on today. So I guess it's just we just hit that 1 hour mark. So
we are awesome. First one of the year, you guys.
First one. We got 51 more to go.
I'll make time for it too. I think this is valuable to, and the more you get people on, we really be dropping bombs on.
Yeah. The guests are good to have on there that we see, other perspectives and other businesses on what they do and what they could potentially need help with. So if you ever want to be on the show, don't hesitate to reach out to Mark or I, and we'll be happy to pitch in for sure. Hey, it's been a pleasure. Happy for you to come on board. I know you got to your story a little bit there, and it's kind of amazing where you've come and how far you've come. Working out of the back of a car, to get to where you're at now is absolutely amazing. And when I see the stories like that, I always think to myself, man, maybe I just didn't have it hard enough to get there. And I know I shouldn't talk to myself that way, but
it may be true, but that's okay.
It could be.
Still here.
I am still here, and I'm still plugging along. And I know my day is coming, just like everybody else's. So just got to keep going. Don't stop. You don't fail if you stop, right?
Don't stop. Get it. Don't. That's like my motto, because sometimes it is like when coming. I thought this was gonna be it. You go through that, then you go through the down, the waves, and everything. But the bottom line, you just got to keep going, man. You got to keep going, because the path is there, and it gets better. Like OFA is like obviously been better, fine-tuned, shortened, all the things that help you. And like if you just keep going, it's only going to get more fine-tuned and better for you. So you got to go on the path, though. You got to get started.
Sure, for sure.
I'm still here.
Looks like he's back.
Okay, legally unstuck.
There you go.
Right on.
All right, Mark, take us home. What do you got?
I've been watching it on my phone. I guess I was listening. Awesome having you on, Renee. Thanks for coming on, telling us your story and how you're helping 50.
Over the year of 2025, that was my goal, and I'm breaking it up by quarters. Yes, that's my number.
150 entrepreneurs.
To finish the One Funnel Away Challenge and launch their own funnels. I'm going to support them as much as they would like me to make sure they feel this bug and get to understand it. All you got to do is stick with it, learn it, and learn new skills as you're, man, it's a winning recipe, and you get paid the better you get at the game. And it's an awesome reciprocity kind of ecosystem to support the community. And then also having Russell, like if you're going to be guided by someone, you can trust that, and just go with it. And that takes a lot for startups and aspiring entrepreneurs to know that you're going with someone that helped design this system, is like better than talking to the third party. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I think the reason that we all here tonight, the reason that we come together and we talk and we share our stories is because we want to maybe just impart something in you out there listening, just to know that what you desire can come possible. And as Renee says, your dream life is closer than you think, but it does start with the decision to take that first step. But you can literally change the trajectory of your life from a one decision to take this challenge. And Brandon and Renee and myself, we're all a testament that we have the ability to make a ton of money doing what you love while helping others make tons of money doing what they love. And there is the new linchpin model says the linchpin is the way.
Yeah, it's the thing.
It's the way.
That membership model is the reason that people are struggling, because they don't have one. That's a game changer.
Yeah, reoccurring revenue is definitely a game changer. And that's why SaaS, software as a service, is a big deal. And I think going into 2025 for this last FHL, which you should get your tickets to go. Hey, if you get them from me, I'm buying you dinner at least one night. So links in the description of the video. Anyway, it's going to be SaaS. They're going to be pushing SaaS, software as a service, paired with community. And that is going to be the game changer, because everything's red ocean right now. It's huge red ocean. There's nothing new.
It's bloody out there.
That's out there. And the new blue ocean is being able to get the community in your own ecosystem. And it's kind of a play on the email newsletter from the year before with Perry Belcher. They pushed that hard, right? Because that is your community.
Part of the linchpin process is that newsletter.
So the evolution of that is the community, with school, kind of coming on board as kind of the new hot thing, right?
New kid on the block.
And getting out of the noise of Facebook, right? Because too many things happen on Facebook. You can get your account shut down and things like that. You don't really own that. You don't own your school deal either, because I'm sure you can get banned for doing something crazy on there. But again, if you have your own software that is your own community that you can control, then you have that blue ocean pond to fish in, and you have customers
Isn't that awesome?
for life.
How that
It
works?
is. But the money,
You understand.
the money is in the list, right? And so having that medium to contact them, it's just another evolution of it. So I think that's my prediction coming into FHL in a couple weeks here. It's gonna be around community and doing the same things to get them into the community, which is hook story off.
Hook story offer.
Yep, absolutely. And yep, that is it for today. One more thing I just want to say, because I know that very many times the reason that people may choose or make the decision not to go through with the challenge. I mean, like I said, we paid $100 time we wanted to go through the challenge, but now it's only $100 one time and you get access to it. Well, let me just share this here real quick because it's something that, I help with people that sign up under me. When people sign up under me, I do give the same type of support for a full 30 days because I've gone through the challenge and I know where you'll get stuck at.
Right.
And for those times, what I'll do is I'll do a few extra things that aren't available with the One Funnel Away challenge. And money of that is some trainings, like some social media posting to help us get along. But here's something else that might be helpful to you out there if you're worried about the money that you are spending. If you did not know, when you do register for the challenge and it's just $100, and if you're tight on money, you can make your money back.
Yeah.
Because what does this say here?
If you don't have a deal for yourself, bring a friend.
Yep. So as you're publishing, as you're going out there and telling your story about how the One Funnel Away challenge has helped you change your trajectory, you can get $100 for every person that you refer to take the One Funnel Away challenge. How many? That means you refer 5 people, you can make $500. You refer 10 people, you can make $1,000. For 15 people, you've made $1,500, which is much more than it costs to take this challenge. So if you're on the fence, that should be the tipping point right there.
And let me tell you a secret. ClickFunnels doesn't make any money when they pay you the full commission.
Check this out. What they probably don't know either is that you get a third of the monthly fee that they pay after the trial runs out, for as long as they stay on the service, and you just help them be successful, and like it adds up. Like that's good game.
Yep, software as a service. There you go.
I like that.
The recurring revenue, man. That's the deal.
Oh yeah, that's
Those signups add up in reoccurring revenue. I'm like, what?
yeah. And you hear people talk about making money while they're sleeping. You hear people saying, I'm making money. I made money today and I just got out of bed. That's how it happened.
They probably did.
Yeah,
They probably did.
because there's some people out there that think it's a myth when someone says, I'm making.
They do. They be thinking like we're fake. I'm like, dude, would I spend my life? I sleep funnels. Would I spend my life to fake something? Come on, dude. I'm like, this is some for real stuff. Why would I waste my time trying to convince you of something that is this? This is what? Come on, yeah. You need to come on and understand this for yourself.
Yeah. So definitely get on, join it, hook up with one of us, become a fanatical funnel hacker, and hopefully we'll see you at Funnel Hacking Live sometimes. But somewhere on the line for sure. All right. So final words. Well, my final words are just, my new final words for 2025 is, if there's something out there that you want in life, go for it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go for it. And let me tell you how that story how that came to my mind. I'm in the mirror and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I can build this in the next, let's say if I build this in the next 20 years, then it'll be this big. And then I said to myself, I said, wait a minute, I'm not guaranteed 20 years. I'm not guaranteed 10 years.
Right.
I can't say, I'm not guaranteed 5 years. I can't say that I will build this up and have this ready in 5 years. I can't say that because I don't know. I should say I need to do it now.
Exactly.
And that's where that came from. I say, if there's something that you want in life, go for it. Don't put it somewhere off there in the future, because the future is not guaranteed. Not at all. I'm like, what am I thinking? Where was my head?
Mark, when I was in the back seat of my car, literally, and I was literally like, I'm in the back seat of my car, I'm homeless. So I'm scrolling through YouTube and I came across that webinar, and the difference in that where I'm at today is because I did what you said. I was homeless and I still made a decision. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know how it's going to work out. But at this point, I'm in the backseat of my car. I have no other options. Why not? And then as I kept watching the daily videos, I was like, what? I could actually do this. Now, actually implementing and doing it is a process. But you got to go through the process in order to get even somewhat here. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Absolutely. Final words? Oh, eight.
I'm nothing prophetic or profound at this point in time. I mean, we're just kicking off to 2025 today. 2024 wasn't your year, as it wasn't for many businesses out there due to whatever extenuating circumstances you want to put the blame on. Now's your chance to turn the page, erase it from your memory, and move forward and just start doing the right things. Whether it's publishing daily, whether it is reaching out for help from people that know what they're doing, or, picking up a book that you never thought that you'd ever read, like with a big red X on it, or a book that says .com secrets.
.com secrets, read that book. You'll get bit by the bug.
Yeah, pick up a book that has to do with marketing or business, so you know how to market your business.
Last word.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. I'm glad you showed up. But any final words?
I'd say join the One Funnel Away Challenge if you should be ready. I shouldn't even say if. You should be ready to make a change in your life, and hit me up if you'd like some more information.
Awesome. Well, that's it. We'll sign off with those words. And before we leave, take it easy. I'm just going to play our intro video
let me see it
as we sign off. All right. Take care. See you guys next week.
Right on.
Welcome back. Welcome back.